Mobile command, come in, come in. This is an emergency. I do not have enough firepower. I need reinforcements ASAP.
This is Mobile Command. We understand your area is completely overrun. We were just there, but unfortunately, reinforcements have left the area.
What do you mean reinforcements have left the area? I see 2 chipmunks right now. They're absolutely overrunning the shed. I need reinforcements now.
We've left you a little bit of extra firepower.
Say what?
Check the trailer at the side of the shed. Should be all you need to eliminate every single chipmunk in your dominion.
Let me check.
Report back once the job is done. Over.
F***ing rad! Command, weapons hot. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Western Airguns Sidewinder, which is a fully automatic airgun that you can order from anywhere in the US, which is pretty cool. And spoiler alert, this is one of the most fun guns I've had the time to mess around with. So it is a 22, this one. It holds 15 in the mag. It does have removable mags. And you know what, as a matter of fact, let's just show you what it comes with, and we'll get some close-ups here in a second of exactly how you change the mag and just a close look at the gun. And then we're going to go ahead and shoot it at 50 yards and 100 yards. We'll do it in both fully and semi-auto. And hey, maybe if you're lucky, we might even get a hunting shot or two. But let's get into it. All right, guys, so here's a closer look at the gun. And the first thing I noticed about this gun out of the box was that it's actually really lightweight compared to some of the other guns. It does have a machined magazine that is removable. This is in contrast to some of the LCS guns that you saw before that you had to load the mag while it was in the gun and it was not removable. So that is pretty cool. We've got it outfitted with an element helix. It's the 6x24 first focal plane, but it is not the dirty reticle that you usually see me shooting. The gun has, I think it's a 480cc tank, but it's 300 bar, which is super cool. It comes with that moderator. I don't believe it's 1/2x20 threaded, so you're gonna have to get an adapter from Donnie FL to put something else on there. And I will say right off the bat, it is a little loud, but definitely still manageable. Now, it is a single reg gun, and this is the reg adjustment there. It's set from the factory at 120, and I think I saw in the manual it doesn't really want you messing with that, so I'm going to leave it as is. You've got 2 safeties on this gun. One is right here, and then the other one is actually on the other side, and it is the fire control safety. Right now I've got it set to full auto. We're going to slide that back into semi-auto and do some shooting. I've got the FX 25.39 grain pellets. We're going to be shooting those at about 950-ish, and I haven't done much tuning or messing around with the gun, so most people shoot these at 9 to 950, so we're just going to shoot them at that speed and see what kind of groups we get. And oh, I should also mention you've got a fill nipple, standard fill nipple there. There's your bottle gauge, okay? And then you've got a reg gauge back here, and under there, you've got a very easy to adjust, I guess it's like a transfer port adjustment, but that'll adjust your velocity without messing with the reg, which is kind of nice. And it does click into position. One question I had when I first started seeing these guns was, is that thing just like, does it just thread in and out without clicking into position? Because if so, that seems like it could get knocked pretty easily and adjust your velocity accidentally, but it does have little detented positions that it clicks into, which is cool. So, but yeah, that's the gun. All right, so one thing about this gun is you're gonna have to get used to loading these mags. So let's just show you how to actually remove, load, and replace the mag. So what you're gonna do is there is a little knob here. You're gonna put this down and forward, and the mag will sort of pop out. Be careful doing this when you have the gun upright because it might fall out. Now the mags, I believe the base is titanium, and you've got a steel cover that magnets in place there. So whenever you load this, you're going to want to have the letters towards you. So don't put this back on this way. You've got to have the letters towards you. It won't go back on that way anyway. But basically, this is a magazine designed for pellets. So I'm not even going to bother shooting slugs today with it because these are essentially kind of like pellet sizers. And pellets are a little wider than slugs, so they wedge in there nicely like this. Okay, so it's not going to go anywhere. It is nicely wedged in there. Now, for slugs, especially smaller diameter, like 216 and 217 diameter ones, I'm a little worried about them nosing out, and I don't want to jam up this mechanism because this gun is on loan from High Pressure Pneumatics, and it's got to go back and be sold, so I don't want to take any chance of jamming it up or screwing it up. So we're just going to shoot pellets, and it is really marketed as a pellet gun. So we'll go ahead and load these up. Basically, you're just going to put one into every slot, and then when you're done with that, you're just going to simply put this magazine cover back on, and it'll just magnet in place like that. So I'll fill the rest of this up, and then we'll do some shooting. But that's how you load the mag. And then to load it back in is a little bit of a kind of a finesse. So you sort of push it in and load it a little counterclockwise, and then you'll be able to get this center piece back into the center of the mag and rotate it up, and that locks it in. So hopefully that's a good explanation. I haven't seen anybody explain how that works before, so I thought I'd throw that in here for you guys. All right, it's time to do some shooting. So we've got the side shot cell phone cam hooked up to this thing. That's working really well. We've got the Element Helix, the clean reticle version. We've got the brand new FX Pocket Crony. Very nice. We've got some FX pellets. We've got a UTG bipod on loan from the homie Eric. And let's go ahead and see how this thing shoots. I think I have it rated about 950 feet per second, I think, from the last time I checked, but we're gonna keep it on semi-auto, and let's just see some groups. Get the scope cam rolling here. Okay, that looks pretty good. And we've got the chronograph there. And what I'll do is, since the mag holds 15, I will shoot 3 5-round groups at these targets, and then I'll flip her into full auto, put another mag in, and we'll see if I can hold it on one target in full auto. Now, again, you can get all of this equipment, including this exact gun right here from High Pressure Pneumatics, and they will ship it to you insanely quick, guys. So don't sleep on High Pressure Pneumatics. They are definitely one of the best up-and-coming airgun shops in the world, at least in the US. But anyway, let's go. All right. Well, I guess we'll start with the bottom right target there. Now, I don't have a level on here, so we're just gonna have to deal with that. Click off the safety there. Got the chronograph rolling. A little bit of wind, actually moderate wind. 940. All right, I'm just gonna keep holding on the bullseye. Oh, there we go. 940. 942. 939. 936. Okay, so that's 5 shots right there. I'm gonna actually go up a click just to see if I can. Okay, I went up 1 click. Let's see what that does to the velocity and accuracy. And we'll just take the target next to it. I kind of pulled that. Okay, 950-ish. 951. Oh, got a flyer. I think that was 4. I'm gonna do a better job at counting and math here. 946. All right, and we'll do one more. We'll do 1 row up and over. 946. Oh, same hole. She's warming up. 945. 949. Okay, I think that was 3 5-round groups. Oh, I got 1 more. I don't know if I'm indexed correctly. Let's hope I am. Well, I'm just going to keep firing until it fires. Oh, there it is. Okay, I probably pulled that. That was not very fair to the gun, and that was a pretty good group until that, so I need to get better at math. But anyway, let's rip a full auto group at one of those targets and just see how riddled the whole thing gets, or if I can maybe keep it on in the same target. So we'll do that next. All right, so I've loaded a fresh mag of 15 pellets, and we're gonna go ahead and do a full auto rip. So first, I'm gonna switch it into giggle mode. All right, it's in giggle mode. And let's do, I better pick like a target that's kind of in the middle-ish and a little bit away from the other one. So let's pick this one right here. And it looks like I'm still rolling on the scope cam. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna try to hold this down a bit, because if you've ever fired full auto guns, like actual firearms, you know, you're gonna get some muzzle climb. I don't think it'll really be the case with an air gun, but let's find out in 3, 2, 1. That was all of them. Damn, that was pretty accurate, dude. So this gun, I don't think is really... Wow, did the chronograph really get all of those? Okay, so it did. And we could see as the reg was trying to recover from such fast shooting, it did go down a little bit, but no more than like 15 FPS, which isn't even gonna matter really that much. So this gun isn't marketed as like, you're gonna go out to a bench rest tournament and win it or something with this gun. This is more of a hunting and fun factor gun. And it definitely has that. And if you're like me, if you owned this gun, you would wanna do some full auto hunting. And let me tell you, at 50 yards, that was definitely minute of squirrel for, I think, all of the rounds. So we'll go up and check that in a minute and see what they look like up close. But before we do that, let's kick over to the 100-yard target. I'll quickly off camera check my ballistics app, and I'll check where I should dial for 100 yards, and I'll dial it, and then we'll see how it does at 100. All right, after all of that, I'm still at about 170 bar, so that should still be good enough for one magazine. And then I'll fill up after this. But the I don't know if I mentioned, the reg is set to 120, and you don't adjust that. So we're gonna leave that there. I think I should be good for one magazine. I have not shot at 100 yards at all yet. My ballistic app was telling me 9.5 MOA, so let's dial to that. And I have not taken one shot, so hopefully it'll be somewhat accurate here. I'll go ahead and get the scope cam rolling. All right, and let's see what we can do at 100, but I'm gonna need to load the magazine first. All right, I've got a mag loaded now. So let's take our first shots at 100. And that is pretty far, and there is, as you can see there at the grass and stuff, there's quite a lot of wind. I'm just gonna hold dead center here, try to stabilize up, make sure I'm on semi. And let's take some shots at that thing. Okay, bottom of the bowls. I'm just gonna keep holding in the same.
944, 942, 945, 944, 944, 949, 945, 947, 946, 941, 944.
Wind's kicking up a bit.
41, 940, 900.
Pushing them down. Okay, so that was it. And one thing I want you to notice is when you are out of ammo, it's not gonna stop the magazine. You're just gonna fire a dry shot, and then you'll notice like the sound difference and you're done. So 100 yards, judging by my reticle here, looking, I don't know, maybe like 3.5 MOA. So not bad, especially those are pellets in the wind too. So, okay, let's do this for fun. I'm gonna load another mag, I'll fill up some air, and then I'll rip a whole magazine full auto down there, and we'll just kind of see what that does. All right? All right, I've got a full loaded mag this time. I did not forget to reload, and we are gonna shoot a full mag, full auto, giggle mode engaged at the 100-yard target, and see what it does. And like you kind of saw in the footage, it's a little bit windy today, so hopefully we'll get a good result here. But let's just pretend, like, just think of the target as like a squirrel. And let's just see what we can do here. So we are ready to engage. God, I love this gun. It is super fun, you know, and that's like, what's the use case for this gun? Well, it's very accurate at like 20 yards, 25 yards. It'll stack them. 50 to 100, it starts to spread a little bit, but it doesn't matter because you have full auto. So just rip a whole magazine at the squirrel and you're good. But the use case for this gun is major fun factor, you guys. Like, I'm smiling as I tell you about it because this gun is just so fun. So without further ado, target acquired, going hot.
49, 900,
Dude,
36, 900,
I'm gonna have to flash up a screen of what I shot before in semi-auto. Those are all pretty good, man. Minute of squirrel at 100 yards achieved for sure. So we'll do this. Let's go down there and take a look at these targets a little bit up close, and then yeah, maybe we'll figure out some other stuff to do, and maybe if you're lucky, maybe we'll get a chipmunk or two. You never know. All right, here is the target. So there's this is the semi-auto 3 targets. So put my thumb up to there, not bad. Okay. And then there's the one, of course, I had the deadly flyer. And then that is a whole magazine in full auto, all on target at 50 yards. So that is pretty flipping good. And we'll go out there to the 100-yard target and take a look at that as well. All right, we're out here at 100 yards. And as you guys can see, I'll kind of try to pan around here into the leaves and stuff. Like, it's definitely pretty windy back here. You can hear it. You can see it in the willows. You can see it in the grass. It's kind of windy. And here's the results. So that target is, those are 2 15-round magazines, one in semi, one in fully. I think this is mostly all the fully. It looks like it grouped pretty good. Like, honestly, I expected that to be all over this target, and that is pretty good. So if you're a squirrel at 100 yards and you're going up against a Western Airgun Sidewinder in 22, I would be very afraid because you are going to be Swiss cheese. And so look at that. That's about, like, I don't know if that's, no, that's probably the furthest one. That's like, I don't know, maybe 5 inches. So like 5 MOA for 15 shots in semi and full auto at 100 yards. Man, that's pretty impressive. I think that's pretty cool. So let's see what else we can do with this gun. So walking back there to that target, I saw this KYL and I just can't resist doing some more content with this because it's here. So we've got 2 inches at the highest and then all the way down to 1/4 inch at the lowest, which is pretty hard to hit. So what we'll do is I'll try to just go in semi-auto and see if I can hit these all, biggest to small. And then just for the giggle factor, I'll switch it into full auto and just see if I can sweep and see how many I get sweeping across it. So let's try that. Why not? All right, we got the KYL rack out there at 25. Let's take a rip in semi-auto first. And then we'll take a rip and see how many I can sweep across in full auto. All right. Eat lead. Oh, missed one. Ah. How many did I miss? 3? 2? Yeah, 3. Okay, not bad. Trying to go quick. So there's 8 there. So that should leave me, by my math, 7 more shots. So I'm going to go across again in semi-auto, and I just won't shoot the last tiny one. Let's see if I can maybe go a little slower here and see how we do. Oh. Oh, and I almost just shot a chipmunk by missing. Totally trying to do that. Anyway, let's do a full auto rip after I reload this mag. All right, I'm gonna do a full auto rip across those KYLs, and let's just see how many I hit for funsies. Boop, giggle mode engaged. Say hello to my little friend. Oh my God, that was terrible. I hit 1 target. We're doing that again. I went 2 Tommy gun on that. All right, so that was god awful. Maybe I won't treat it like a super soaker this time and do a little bit better. So we're gonna try it one more time. And man, it's just very obvious that they don't hit anything in the movies because probably the exact same thing happens to them. But let's go. All right, easy does it. No super soaker. I'm gonna start on target and try to move slowly over and not be all wild like crazy spraying like I was before. That was fun though, so it was still worth doing. But all right, ready? Okay, that was much better. It looks like we got 5 out of 8. That one is moving, indicating a skim packed. So very fun. Okay, so I think that does it for this part in the range. So we shot 50, did pretty decent, shot 100. Those 100-yard groups and full auto were insane. And we messed around with the KYL. So overall, the fun factor of this gun is 100% there. So if you're looking for something to experience full auto fire without having to deal with the NFA, without having to deal with the government, without having to deal with any legalities because it's an air gun, this is a great option for you to do that. At the beginning of this video, without having filmed anything yet, I took a gamble by saying, oh, maybe we'll get some hunting shots, not knowing if I'd actually get hunting shots or not. Well, good news, everyone.
Who likes good news, everyone? Then good news, everyone.
I've got some hunting shots for you, and here they are. There's a chipmunk, and unfortunately for him, I have a machine gun. So it says 18 MOA on my app. Should I let him have it? Oh, 3-round burst and you are done, son. All right, so I have managed to recover him. He has definitely got one in the face. I don't know if it went, looks like it went out his back. I'm not sure if the other 2 hit him, but either way, if you are hunting, particularly if you're a bad shot, that full auto could help you out. And if you are a chipmunk, it will definitely not help you out. Ain't that right? Yes, please don't shoot full auto at me ever again. I don't think I'll need to, buddy, but anyway, there's your hunting shot for the day. All right, I got another customer. Oh, let's parallax that. All right. Oh, let's see. Let's let him get out in the open. Oh, you're done, son. Oh yeah, he's done. That's it for you. Full auto, baby. Okay, I got one out in the open there somewhere. There he is. Oh, 2-round burst, and that's all it took for you, buddy.
Like the backside of the tree.
We're hunting squirrels.
Oh my God, he's big.
All right. Oh, he's getting away.
Did you go down?
Nope. There it is. That's it. All right, probably shouldn't shoot too many that way. There we go. He's down. Tango down. That's an extreme angle. You know what? I want to click her over to semi-auto for this one, I think. He's got that stick right in front of his face.
Still can't see him.
Maybe if I get a little bit over.
Oh, there. Yep.
Oh, tango down. And that's the results. Perfect headshot. Right in the face. Even though that stick was in the way, just got him right in the face. So this gun can do precision hunting for sure. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for tuning into this one. In conclusion, my final thoughts about this gun is, yes, it is a little over a $2,000 gun, but that is probably the most fun air gun money you're ever going to spend, simply because of full auto. You're not really going to get that in many other places. And having semi-auto is pretty cool too, especially if you're a hunter and you're like not that good of a shot. Full auto and semi-auto is definitely going to help you out. So I hope you enjoyed those little hunting clips that we somehow managed to get today. Overall, the gun's lightweight. It seems very well built. It does come with a moderator. It's got a carbon fiber shroud, 580cc bottle that fills all the way to 300 bar. It's very consistent over the chronograph. It has removable magazines, adjustable power. I mean, for what it is, what more could you want? So that's going to be my final thoughts on this guy. You can get this gun exactly outfitted how I have it, with every accessory that's on it, from High Pressure Pneumatics. The website there is going to be www.myhighpressureair.com. And if you tell them AirShootist sent you, you might just find some candy in your order. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.